Hey everybody, it's Jana Bresenden, and I am here once again sharing my story in raw, vulnerable, and sometimes embarrassingly real ways so that you will know that you are not alone. I'm sorry I missed you on Monday. I was traveling back from Vegas, and if you saw my video from Friday night, you know that there was a little bit of a mishap where I ended up on a 4-day weekend with no suitcase. So if you missed that, you can watch my last video, which was airing on Friday night. Hey Megan, late happy birthday to you. Good to see you. So in that video, I was kind of talking about how kind of when life hits the fan, sometimes you just need to rewrite that story and make it into an awesome memory. And I really did have all of these ideas about how I was going to make it a time to go on a shopping spree and how I was going to make it be like all about me and looking amazing in Vegas. And unfortunately, like life happens sometimes, it didn't exactly turn out that way. So I just wanted to give you an update on how it actually turned out. So on Friday night after I made the video, we already had plans to go to a show, which was a Cirque du Soleil, in the one that has the Beatles. I think it's called Love. And of course, I was completely embarrassed to be walking in there in my Ugg boots and jeans and sweater that I'd driven to Vegas in. But at the same time, I kind of figured nobody's going to remember me. It's not like anybody's going to stop and point and stare and say, oh my God, look at what she's wearing. It's Vegas. If you really look around, you can see all kinds of things, from people who are almost naked to people who are, dressed like soccer moms. That would be me. To, young and thin and sequins. So really everything goes. And so after the show, we went out and tried to go to the mall, but everything was closed because that's how it goes sometimes. And so that was when I was able to figure out what the real essentials are. Like, what do I absolutely need when you're on the Vegas Strip at 11 o'clock at CVS? And what I came up with was the three things that I definitely needed were: one, a toothbrush; two, deodorant; and three, eyeliner. Actually, no, mascara. Because I figured at least if I had some mascara, I could feel like I could kind of keep it rolling. So the next morning I got up, and this is my other tip if you're ever stuck out of town without a suitcase, is I made an appointment in the salon, and I asked them to wash and blow out my hair, because then I figured I could go for the next 3 days. Hey Judy, good to see you. I was able to go to the salon, ask them for a blowout so that I wouldn't need like a brush or a comb or hairspray or a blow dryer or a round brush or any of the things that I normally carry with me when I'm traveling, right? So I could kill all of those birds with one stone. And also, when you get a blowout, it lasts you for 2 or 3 days. You don't even have to brush your hair. And if you are really in a pinch, you can like put it up in a ponytail and you'll look completely fine. So that was Saturday. That lasted the whole day. And then on Saturday night, I was able to talk to one of the other moms and borrow a t-shirt from her, and that's what I slept in. And so, that's kind of how it goes. I mean, I had started out telling myself this story. I could make it amazing by going shopping and just using this as an excuse to get a whole new wardrobe. But even that, it didn't turn out like I thought. So then it kind of started to be around, well, what could I really survive on? And so that kind of took me into Saturday and Sunday, because really I was in Vegas for a soccer tournament. So I didn't want to not see one of my daughter's games to try and go buy clothes, or miss one of the team events so that I could, get to the store. And so I guess what I want you to know is, in my big takeaway, yes, there was a checklist of items that I feel like I needed to have. But really at the end of the day, just like that Cirque du Soleil show, really all you need is love. Love is what took me to Vegas, because I wanted to spend that time with my daughter and celebrate her being able to play soccer. I don't know how much longer she's going to want to be able to do that. Love is the connections that I have with the other parents as we hang out and have dinner and even make new memories with my younger son, Mateo, who's so amazing. And when you have love, it actually allows you to make all the connections that you need to get the things that you need, right? So because I was willing to share my story about my hardship and what had happened to me, it gave that other mom an opportunity to let me borrow her t-shirt. It let, actually when I was in the salon and I was getting my hair blown out, I told the woman my story, and she let me go over to the makeup counter that's in the salon and like put put some makeup on and kind of get me through that day. And I just find that that's true. What you need isn't things. You don't need a suitcase full of clothes and shoes and jewelry and makeup to have an amazing vacation and to have an amazing story. What you need is love and relationships. And that connectedness is what makes the story great. And I feel like that is just something that keeps coming to me again and again. Janet K, hi, good to see you. Because really, life is too short to care about things like, missing luggage, or to lash out because, things aren't going your way. The things that matter are the people that you love and the people that love you. So that's my update on my misadventure in Vegas. And as always, I want you to know that you can share with me any stories that you have, maybe about your misadventures or maybe about things that aren't going exactly the way you want to. If you want a fresh perspective, always send me an email at hello@jannabressenden.com. You can reach me by private message, and I post all of these videos on my blog. I'm going to try to figure out a way to maybe even turn it into print, because I know sometimes the videos get a little bit long to watch. So you can always reach me over on my website to jannabressenden.com/blog. And I'll see you next time. I do have a really hilarious story of things that are going on right now. I think you guys remember that my word for the year is passion, and that is definitely part of being a part of my family, bringing it into my business, and also kind of bringing it into meeting men and dating. So I'm kind of getting that process started. So I have a feeling that I'm going to have a lot of funny stories to share with you in the weeks ahead. So if you have any pointers, you can also leave those for me in the comments below. I love the hearts. Thank you so much, guys. I'm here Monday, Wednesday, Friday at noon, and I'd love to hear from you. Bye for now.